The Super Nintendo Entertainment System was Nintendo's big new console to rival the Sega Mega Drive, which came out with the rad, hip and cool Sonic the Hedgehog. To rival this, they released Super Mario World. Wait, it didn't? Huh, it came out with a game called Alex Kidd. The more you know, I guess. Super Mario World. Super Mario World was released on the 21st of November 1990 in Japan, and most agreed it was amazing, and in my opinion it was the best 2D Mario platformer to date. So let's go through the game, starting with the story. So, Mario, Luigi and Peach travel to Dinosaur Land for a holiday. The game never really explains this, but the manual does. Mario falls asleep. Wait, what? It's been 3 games, and Mario still hasn't learned to look after this woman. Ay. Anyway, she's kidnapped and Mario has to save her, you know the drill. Now let's see if this game adds a world of content, or it's left dry like dry desert. This game was the 4th or 5th Mario game, depending on how you want to count it, and they added a staggering amount of content. First of all, the game looks stunning. I am a sucker for the 16-bit art style, and this game perfected it. In my opinion, this is a giant jump from Super Mario Bros. 3. Look at these two side by side, it's amazing! Gameplay is the traditional Mario romp, apart from one new move, the spin jump. It wasn't a giant change, but it did allow for new pathways as long as you had a power up. It can also 2-hit kill enemies like the Koopa Troopers. All new power-ups from Super Mario Bros. 3 were sadly cut, but all original power-ups, them being the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower and Superstar, are back. There are a few new power-ups as well. First up, the most iconic power-up from the game, the Cape Feather. The Cape Feather is the best new power-up in this game. To use it, run and hold the A button to fly. You can also press back and forward on the D-pad to keep flying for a long time. Plus you can float down at any time by pressing Y and holding A. Oh, and it also has a cape spin, which allows for Mario to have a giant hitbox around him for a few seconds. The P-Balloon. This is considered a power-up? I consider it more of a gimmick since there's only one level.
Hold up.
Last new power-up are the Yoshi Wings. It allows Yoshi to become blue, giving him wings whenever he eats a shell. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Yoshi is a power-up? In this specific game, I would count him as a 3rd layer power-up. Other games, he's more of a character, but for his first outing, I would say it's a power-up. What does Yoshi do, I hear you asking? Oh, you're not? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. Yoshi allows you to eat enemies and have a double jump. You monster! Depending on the color of the Yoshi and the color of the shell. The shell color and the Yoshi color do the same thing. The red Yoshi and the red shell both allow Yoshi to spit out fire when he has a shell in his mouth. If the shell or the Yoshi is blue, it allows Yoshi to fly, and if it's yellow, Yoshi can do a ground stomp. It sounds complicated when talking about it, but it's surprisingly simple when playing. Let's now go through the world map, which is for the first time connected. Quickfire time! Yoshi's Island. The first few levels are a great introduction to the game's mechanics. Having a diverging path for the first level is a great choice, one showing the new mechanics like Yoshi, while the other showing older mechanics in a new way. Donut Plain, secrets everywhere. Almost every level has a secret exit, even the secret exits have secret exits, plus the first level to introduce the Cape Feather, which can lead to the player finding a secret exit. Superb level design in my opinion. Vanilla Dome, 2 paths which could introduce the player to Star Road, but I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a nice mini area that shows the differences in environments and shows that pipes are interactable, which may make the player want to backtrack to find more pipes. Cheese/Butter Bridge shows different pathways to players who still haven't found any secret exits and that there is more to this world, plus it connects the secret exits back to the main paths. Forest of Illusion, this world requires you to take secret exits to get out, so the player that has not taken any secret exits before this time has to find secret exits. Plus, 2 paths out of the forest could allow people to accidentally find Star Road, giving more content available to players that know more. Chocolate Island forces more secret finding and is the least memorable world in my opinion, though it has some unique ideas like the fire rhinos making it so you time your jumps, but other than that, it's not too memorable. Valley of Bowser. Bowser is pulling out all the stops. First level has no power-ups unless you're going to switch palaces, which also block in enemies, giving the completionists a reward for having an easier time. Even with this, all the levels are hard. I would expect nothing less from the final world. Star Road. This is more of an experimental world. Things that wouldn't fit into any other world, and where completing the levels is not good enough. You have to find the secret exits to continue through the world, which gives a fun mix up to the gameplay in my opinion. Star Road Hard. This world is gnarly with its hard gameplay, which only allows the most tubular of Mario players to complete them, which I think is way cool. You must be at the top of your game to beat these awesome levels, which is groovy, though some of these levels are outrageously hard. Well, at least the music is mondo funky. Which transitions us nicely onto the music, and my god, the music in this game is spectacular. Just listen to these bops. Now finally, the final boss battle, which I gotta say falls flat on its face. I feel like it's one of the worst boss battles in Mario history. Just dodge the slow moving projectiles and throw Mecha Cubers at the very green Bowser, and watch out for Bowser trying to squish you. That's about it, really. And with that quick overview, that's Super Mario World, the last classic 2D Mario platformer. Thank you for watching. PK out. Thank you to Raythanity for editing this video. My laptop was needed to get fixed, so he offered to edit it for me, which was really nice of him. And I got a new microphone. I hope you guys like it. And Ray made this cool outro song. Hope you will enjoy it. PK out again. Star Road Hard. This world is gnarly with its hard gameplay, which only allows the most tubular of Mario